I think we're working. Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I can hear the TV in the background. I think we're working. I think you can hear the other TV too. Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I can hear the TV in the background. I think we're working. I think you can hear the other TV too. That sounds a little bit better. 1 2 1 2. I hope I'm not repeating. I'm not repeating, right? 1 2. Yeah, I can hear the TV in the background. I think we're working. I think you can hear the other TV too. Why is it repeating? That sounds a little bit better. 1 2 1 2. Oh, I know why. Okay. You shouldn't be getting any repeating now. Refresh your page. You should be good to go. All right. Yeah, let's edit. What we got here? I made a I made a matcha video, and yeah, like how I do these, I edit the audio, and well, no, I record all the audio with the task cam. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I record audio with this, and then I record the video separately on the iPhone. And this is how I make all the music videos too. But I record all the videos separately on the iPhone with the Blackmagic app, and then I'll throw it all on my external drive, which is this cool guy right here. The cases and with the crucial drive in it. And why is the stream's bitrate set to, oh god, YouTube. Thought I changed that. Output. All right, change it to 51. All right, hopefully it just updates. Refresh the page. Man, it looks fine on here. I got the 4K option. Yeah, I got the 4K option. It looks fine. All right, not gonna worry about it too much. What's this? Oh, that's okay. I can see my left hand on the on my actual MacBook monitor, and it looks odd. It's just because of this viewer window thing, whatever you call it. All right, you should be good to go. Let me do one thing. Looks like I gotta sign back in to my own damn account on my own damn OBS. Passkey? What are you talking about? I don't. You're not giving me anything to go off of. Send me the password. It's me. All right, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay, we're good. All right, so what we got here. Clapping to sync the audio. What is up? Gonna be making an iced matcha latte. Let me make sure my cup is. Okay, I like the level. Um, it seems like there's some loud spots in here though. So what I'll just do, I'll just set a before I normalize. Let's apply a limit, a low limit. By the looks of things, I want to set it to probably around here, maybe -10. I'll do -10. And then I'll normalize. Normalize 100%. Things are going to get a lot louder, so I'm going to turn down the volume a bit. I should probably just set a limiter. Property. But that's right, this isn't an actual, like, I don't know why Apple's weird like this. Filter, audio filter, limiter. I do have a limiter. Okay, whatever. Then we should be fine then. But I got turned down on my end. Matcha latte. Let me make sure my cup is clean, actually. All right, so this whole bit I'm going to cut. All right, iced matcha latte. One of my favorite drinks. I get this drink all the time. All right, as far as the level goes, where's my level? If I'm at a cafe in the summertime or right now when I'm just chilling out at the house. So okay, I'm going to do normalize, but let's normalize to, I wonder if I just manually set it or something. Oh, it won't let me do that. No, what the heck? Oh, okay, I see. I must have changed that. It's still maxing out at it's still maxing out at 0? Alright, then I'll just give it gain. So let's say it hit about 3. Come on. Okay. And let's start back where we were. Chilling out at the house or whatever. Here's the ceremonial grade matcha I'm using right now. Hopefully you all can see that okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Really no complaints. I've seen some comments. People are like, "Yeah, I've gotten ceremonial grade before, but it doesn't taste amazing or whatever." I just use this, and I use my matcha scoop. I do 2 scoops for hot drinks. I feel like about 4 scoops for ice drinks. Okay. Levels is good. All right, levels is good. Next, I'm going to cut out this noise, make it a noise print. And then I'm going to apply that to the entire clip. Here's what I'm seeing. Usually by default, it's okay if I select a wide enough area. And then I'll normally get rid of the clicks. I hate the clicks. It's like I'm going to get a whole like dental procedure and everything to make my voice better. get the trimming, get the alignment and everything. Because like I'm in meetings every single day, so it's like I need to. And I like doing stuff like this too. I want my voice to sound good. So matcha latte, one of my favorite drinks. I get this drink all the time if I'm at a cafe in the summertime or right now when I'm just chilling out at the house or whatever. Here's the ceremonial grade matcha I'm using right now. Hopefully you all can see that okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Really no complaints. Also syllabus too. I hate my
I've seen some comments. People are like, "Yeah, I've gotten
It's so
ceremonial grade
extreme
before,
for
but
no
it
reason.
doesn't taste amazing or whatever." I just use this, and I use my matcha scoop. I do 2 scoops for hot drinks, about 4 scoops
Now what I did
for
with the
ice
task
drinks,
cam,
and
I
I have no complaints to be
I added
honest. Maybe if
a
I
low
drank it
pass filter
straight more,
because
then
I was finding
I would have
myself
more opinions there. But
I don't know
I
why y'all
don't
can hear me.
drink.
I was finding myself applying a compressor with to raise my highs. But I was like, okay, if I just do low pass, then I can kind of get the same sound and not have to come in here and do any post processing about that. So I put the low pass on like 80 hertz or something, and yeah, I mean it's sounding good. I don't feel like I need to put like my voice isn't as bassy. Let's see. Anything else I want to add? I think levels are good. I think de-esser, maybe. Just see what it sounds like and crank the volume.
I I just use this, and I use my matcha
This is what I
scoop.
see.
I do 2 scoops for hot drinks,
And you can see
about
it
four
reducing it right
scoops
there.
for ice drinks, and I have no complaints to be honest. Maybe if I drank it straight more, then I would have more opinions there. But I don't drink matcha straight all the time. I like to make them in latte form. So maybe that's the big difference there. Let's see, where's the bowl that I use for all this stuff?
It does sound like it's lower frequency.
There
It
it is.
won't let me
Not a
track it
real
for some
matcha
reason.
bowl,
Hello?
but it has all the right dimensions. I can whisk away and not have any issues with mess or anything like that. And I get a really nice foamy texture too, so that's why I like using this.
I think that's right on the money.
What do you call it? What does that thing do again? Just for like moisture, capturing moisture or whatever. 2,
I think that's right on the money. Uh,
and 4.
let's get back here.
And then what I do for I I I just use this, and I use my matcha scoop. I do 2 scoops for hot drinks, about 4 scoops for ice drinks, and I have no complaints to be honest. Maybe if I drank it straight more, then I would have more opinions there. But I don't drink matcha straight all the time. I like to make them in latte form. So maybe that's the big difference there. Let's see, where's the bowl that I use for all this stuff? There it is. Not a real matcha bowl, but has all the right dimensions. I can whisk away and not have any issues with
I can live with that. Okay, and yeah, let's export this stuff. You're not going to go there. You're going to go somewhere else. Let's see. Jimmy, Matcha 2, and Wave, and I'll tag this one as edited. Everything looked good, cool. All right, and then I'll save this. It should save on my external drive. And we're done with Audition. And I should open up right into Final Cut. That's what I use to edit everything. I'm just going to drag the edited file right in here. Where's the edited file? Oh god, it didn't save here. Where did it save? I thought I clearly selected where I wanted it to save. Alright. If I just hit file. Dude, what the heck? I clearly told you where to save it. Oh, okay. I opened up the wrong. Okay, I see where it is now. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I gotta delete off my desktop. I usually move it out because I only have so many Thunderbolt 4 cables. I disconnect my external drive, move it to my desktop, and then I move it from my desktop to my external drive. I need to just get another Thunderbolt 4 cable because this thing's legit. Like it actually transfers files like this faster, like a lot faster. All right, let's drag this over then. Plop it in there. Wrong video. Project. I don't know what they call this. So I'm just gonna leave it as untitled right now. All right, we're there. First thing I do, detach audio. Then this is my edited file right here. Check that right below. Now my beautiful face is blocking the most important part right there, so I gotta swing it all the way up here and expand it quite a bit. Can I drag my face around? I can. All right, cool. I'll put you up here for now. Get this stuff situated. All right, so you can see where I do the claps. Let's go ahead and cut you here. All right. Apologize for your ears for like the next 2 minutes while I sync these up. There shouldn't be any audio delay since I'm on headphones, so I can visually see too whether or not it's in sync. I think the audio is a little bit fast by like a pixel. That seems right. Okay. Now the audio is synced up. I'll just find where I want the audio to actually start.
About summertime or.
All right, yeah, this is where I was watching the cup.
All right. Iced.
I'll start it all right.
Oh,
Right about there. And let's cut video first. Make sure we're perfect with that. Snap. Boom. Boom. Get rid of y'all. Get rid of the original audio. And now we're all synced up. We can focus on the video. And that's how I get my audio. All right.
all right. Iced matcha latte. One of my favorite drinks. I get this drink all the time if I'm at a cafe in the summertime or
Add a
right now when I'm
compressor.
just chilling out at the house or whatever. Here's the ceremonial grade matcha I'm using right now. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Really
Audio
no
might
complaints.
spike here for a second while I choose the right one.
I've seen some comments. People are
I
like,
think
"Yeah,
it's
I've gotten
number one.
ceremonial grade before, but it doesn't taste amazing or whatever." I just use this, and I use my matcha scoop. I do 2 scoops for hot drinks, about 4 scoops for ice drinks, and I have no complaints, to be honest. Maybe if I drank it straight more, then I would have more opinions there, but I don't drink matcha straight all the time. I like to make them in latte form. So maybe that's the big difference there. Let's see, where's the bowl that I use for all this stuff? There it is. Not a real matcha bowl, but has all the right dimensions. I can whisk away and not have any issues with mess or anything like that, and I get a really nice foamy texture too, so that's why I like using this. One little, what do you call it? What does that thing do again? Just for like moisture, capturing moisture or whatever. 2, 3, and 4. And then what I do for ice drinks too, I'll add a
Hearing in the background.
tablespoon of raw sugar, so I can get my raw sugar out. And yeah, I do mix this before I got raw sugar right here. I do mix this together while it's dry before I put the hot water in there. And speaking of hot water, make sure that's hot. Just like so. And now if you go to, hold on, I'll wait for the water to stop. I'll put this stuff up so I can hear me okay. Actually, I'm gonna keep you out. Keep the whisk out. Not the whisk, the spoon. I'm gonna soak the whisk.
Apparently my encoder is
I don't need you anymore.
struggling. I'll just put it on like
All right,
normal.
what the heck was I saying? Forget about it. I was probably going to go into a rant that didn't make any sense.
Some cake.
Anyway, hot water, about 4 ounces or whatever. And, well, not even 4. I think it's more like 3, maybe 4. And I never measure it out. I just kind of go by look. Then, yeah, just a zigzag motion, just like so. But anyway, I'm not just making a random cafe video this time. I got some updates.
This is a
So
random cafe video.
I got some stuff I want to handle as far as like personal life, health stuff. And I also got my graduate school that's about to start later next month in May. And I want a dog too. So all that stuff, I will be leaving this house and just spending maybe not even a year, to be honest. I don't even think I'll need a year. But I'm just moving back in, and so I can handle all this stuff that I want to handle. Well, I can handle it easily, I'll say. And it's really just all great stuff too. I mean, like I got a really good job and everything, and all that's going well. Yeah, I want the LASIK. I want to handle some dental stuff, and yeah, a dog. And I'll be going to school for a little bit as well to get my master's. So. And after this semester, my company should pay for all my learning. They'll pay for literally everything, so I'll be able to go to school for free. And then after that, I'll find a new house, maybe one with enough room where I can put a pool table at, because I really want a pool table. I honestly could put a pool table in here, but I mean it's just an awkward place. I don't really like where it would need to go. And I got that loft area upstairs. You saw some of the early Yeezy videos. I recorded one video up there, and
maybe 2.
What am I doing next?
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I need half and
Did
half.
so many of those.
Yeah, recorded one video up there, but the issue was that there's a metal spiral staircase to get up there, and you can't exactly.
Can I live swap
any
to my
way you
camera
put
to
it?
show
It doesn't
what I
matter if
mean
thing comes
there?
in pieces or not. You can't really put a can't really put pieces of a pool table up there. So anyway, got our amazing looking matcha right here. And what I like to do with iced ones too, I put about a half a pump of French vanilla. So that's what I'm doing right now. Half a pump of French vanilla. Give it a little stir with the matcha scoop, and then just pour. Should we get a couple more drops in
okay, it's swapped over, but y'all can barely see
there?
it.
After that,
This is the
this,
staircase.
actually.
That's the staircase right there.
We'll pour the half and half in there.
All right.
Look at that texture at the top. That's why I like the bowl so much, because you can't get that much motion.
That's cool.
To
I
get
like that I can
kind
do
of foamy texture if you have a small bowl. That's why a lot of matcha bowls are huge. Get a lot of motion in there, get a lot of foam up there.
But then I gotta tell it to
when you mix properly
give me
like
my
that,
presenter overlay
that
back. I
really
like the
improves
presenter overlay.
taste.
It's
So I
pretty
feel
cool.
like people, if you want a really good matcha taste, probably what I was talking about earlier. If you want a really good matcha taste, make sure you get a really nice matcha bowl that's nice
do I have
and
2
wide,
display
has depth to
captures?
it, and so you can get a lot of motion in there. You get that motion, you mix it up properly, and it's going to taste like it's intended to taste. It's going to taste a lot better. It's going to taste a lot more rich, and you're also going to have a really good mouthfeel with that foamy texture to it. So that's my little tidbit about that. But yeah, just general life updates or whatever. I heard the Yeezy
Oops.
website may come back live in a couple of weeks too. So
Lord knows.
even at the other place that I live, I'll have space to do those videos there. Although I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to make that work. But I'll still be able to make it something work. I got some ideas. The car, I want to make some videos about the car again too, and because it seems like one of the first videos I posted on that thing is getting traction, and I've been wanting to get another video out on that car anyway. Not much is really updated on it, but I mean, I
The
guess
car
I
is
have
a
some insight
Subaru.
that I can share, and people will take what they can get as far as insight goes. I mean, which is no problem at all. I mean, I love
I still
talking
don't
about
really
stuff.
know
I mean,
what I'm
that's
going to
why I'm a
talk
product
about with
manager,
it.
right? Anyway,
I feel like
that's
there's going
all
to
I
be
got to say for
another.
now.
Yeah, this is a great
Thanks for watching
car.
this video, as always.
It's
And
just a good
yeah,
car,
more soon.
man. It's just a good car. I did get it. I did get it worked on. Just like normal maintenance, and it went smooth. But I mean, yeah, what the heck else do I talk about with it? All right, the video is pretty much done. I just gotta title it and send it somewhere. I usually do export file and 264 around 3 gigs. I guess I could also do, well, no, I don't really need to do the thumbnail here either. Did I take a picture? I took a different clip and I can export that as the thumbnail. All right, before I do the export, let's get that clip in here so I can export it at least. All right. Yeah, where you at, dude? All right, so here's that clip. And then what I can do, because I usually do this, I just forgot to do it here. Unless I'm happier. Do I want to steal that? I kind of like that. I like that actually. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this frame. Um, current frame, uh, two thumbnail. I'm calling it Matcha 2 because I think I've uploaded a Matcha video this month, so I can't just name it like how to make the matcha in a month. So I just call this one Matcha 2. I still don't know what I'm gonna title it exactly. Let's send you here. Really nice quality. I record at ProRes Lite, I think. ProRes Lite on the Black Magic app. And yeah, the quality is like photo quality every time. It's really good. But I gotta do it through Black Magic. I don't want to do it through the normal Apple app because it's like ProRes. It's the ProRes that's like the highest possible quality ProRes, but it's stupid because you can't even record but like a minute on there, and it takes forever to move those files. But they got ProRes Lite, which is still super high quality, and you can actually make video without requiring like a Thunderbolt 4 and stuff like that. Like they're still big files. I mean, this is a 3 GB video, but I mean, it's just way easier to work with and the quality is still amazing. And yeah, it has all the advantages of ProRes, especially in Final Cut. You can edit ProRes in Final Cut better than you can H.265, unbelievably. But yeah. All right, we got that. Make sure I delete this. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna airdrop. It's way easier for YouTube thumbnails to just airdrop whatever you want your thumbnail to be to your iPhone or whatever, because YouTube on desktop it'll give you shit. It'll be like you have to have the image in these exact parameters before you can make it a thumbnail. Yet on their YouTube app, all you got to do is pick whatever photo you want, and it'll automatically convert it. It's like, why can't you just do that on your desktop app? takes probably an hour for one of your developers to update that code. Let's see. Y'all can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna airdrop myself that screenshot. That'll be the thumbnail. Do 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 do. All right, what do I call this video? Audio, video, everything looks good there. Uh, iced matcha latte. Like, I gotta make sure I don't have a video tiled this exact thing for this month specifically. I'm okay with doing the same drinks, but a different month because I always have something else to add to them. All right, so it looks like this month I made the hot matcha. Yeah, this is April. Okay, I can call this one April 2025 then, no problem. All right, we'll do that then. April 2025. And then line life update plus life update. Why not? All right, that's going to the right folder. Boom. And that's how I produce my videos. The I mean the easy videos is pretty much the same exact process. I'll set up the Blackmagic cam. I'll set up my Tascam voice recorder, and I'll just mic up and hit the record button and go from there. Like I have no more than two sources of media for any one of these videos. Any more than that, then it's just not my style anymore. Keep it simple. Keep it real simple. I mean, there's not really much to look at while this is exporting. If anyone's out there on chat want to ask any questions about anything, go ahead for it. But yeah, like I didn't really like the gaming streams. It just I don't know, something about it didn't feel right. But I remember doing these streams, like these editing bits. I think I've only done two of them, but I don't know, these are different. I like these a lot more. And then maybe one day, if I'm like super remote, I could do a single, what do you call it? A single screen setup. Right now I'm doing all this on my Dell monitor, but like in my auxiliary office, I'll call it, which is right next to the kitchen, honestly, but it's right by my patio. Uh, but maybe one day I could do like a whole stream, but just be like we're really wherever I want to be, like outside the house, and yeah, just do like a ultra remote editing sesh because I edit some of these videos while I'm like away from the home, somewhere remote, off location, stuff like that. So it could be cool, especially with the ability to utilize my phone camera, what seems like whenever I want to, which is pretty awesome too. So I could probably make another source just for that, and then just click a button, and then y'all can just see my phone camera. This thing's exporting pretty fast, and I'm using the M1 still. No, M2. I got an M2 MacBook Pro. How do you turn the computer on? So I'm on my yeah, like I'm on my MacBook. What's up, Salty? How's it going? I'm on my MacBook Air, and yeah, all I got to do is just you know, put OBS on it and go from there. But yeah, like for all the gaming stuff, of course, I was on my actual PC, but I mean, this thing's handling okay. MacBook Air, I think minimum RAM too. I'm on 8 gigs of RAM, and I mean, it's been pretty efficient with these. I don't think I've ever really had a problem streaming on this thing. Of course, not streaming gaming, but I mean stuff like this. I mean, it's running Final Cut and Audition. I don't even think I turned Audition off. No, I did turn Audition off. Whatever. How's your day going, Salty? Let's see. I'll let this thing export. Let me pull up my YouTube dialogue. I'll make this one a premiere. Why not? I haven't had a premiere in a bit. Good video. Oh wait, if I was on location, is that what you meant? If I was like on location doing this? I mean, I can just hook up to my hotspot and do it that way. Let's see, are you done yet? 7 more %. We'll upload it live, why not? What I don't know though is if any like stuff shows up when you upload on YouTube. I'm like afraid to share the window. All right, it's done. Open. Then let me just like scroll through all this stuff. Doing good. I need to look into a PC pretty soon once I get some things squared away. Sweet. You have like a particular brand in mind? Like are you gonna build it or that's the biggest question. Are you gonna build it or kind of get it? Just get like everything. All right. Check a few things. Okay, we're good. All right. Here's a dialogue. I also put more effort into this page than I when I admit I do. Um, what do I call this? It's kind of a repeat of the tile, but I don't need to like capitalize all that stuff. The only thing that I make sure to include in all these descriptions is the thanks for watching as always. That's just something I include in all of them. Because I don't tell people to subscribe. I don't tell people to do any of that stuff. I just say thanks. Let's see. Uh, watch. I think the thing with these videos, yeah, the Breville is really what brings in people. Because a lot of people, their first espresso machine is the Breville Barista Express. So, um, that's it. And I only include 5 of these. I never go above 5. Let's see, recording date today. Lead stock. That's where I'm at currently. And then these, I make them the how to style. The comments looking good. And then what's Sing Hat for? If it has the pouring thing already on there, then I'll be fine with that, but I may still edit the image. It's taking a second, so I'll just let that be. Monetize, sure. I know someone who could help me build it and they get parts, but he's not a good place for now. I see. I think they towards him a few weeks ago. Good lord. Wow. Uh, I'm just like, how does that happen? But yeah, I feel bad for him though. I'm about to get myself a pet. I feel like I really need one. I think it'll be a lot of fun too. Just like a small dog. Take it with me to all the cabin stuff or whatever. Whenever I go kayaking or the camping. Just be a little buddy. Take with me wherever. I never mess with these pages, the checks. I just skip it. All right, premiere. Hold on. Where's the premiere? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Uh, don't care. Just publish the damn thing. All right, 2 minutes left, and it should be going live. And now I'm gonna before I close it. Okay, cool. All right, that's going live, and I mean, that's pretty much it. I guess I could edit the photo, show you all the Photoshop stuff I do. All right, hold on. You're not gonna see anything for a second. It's gonna be a black screen for just a bit. I don't know why my face still isn't showing. Interesting. All right, hold on. Let's see. Photoshop. Come on, Photoshop. All right, it's doing its thing. All right, we good? I think we're good. All right, bringing it back. Hi. All right. Let's see. First of all, a little bit of a level. Get the thing perfectly. I am such a stickler for making sure things are centered in the thumbnails. Oh my goodness. Things need to be centered. Filter, camera raw filter to get the better UI. And here's the camera raw filter. Let's see. I want bright, I want color. So I don't think it needs a full min max on the white, on the black and white, but we'll bring those whites up just a bit. All right, love that. Honestly, that and I'll do my saturation thing where I decrease the saturation, go high up on the vibrance, and then introduce saturation back in. That's perfect. All right, okay, all good there. File save. No, export. JPEG quick export, sure. And then we should be good, right? Will give me a dialogue. There we go. Thumbnail, desktop, go for it. Don't save. All right, cool. You have any recommendation for a PC as far as money value versus performance? Maybe 1,500, 2,000 price range. It's been so long. I don't know what the market's like. Uh, let's let's just look. Uh, and just make a new Chrome window. Where would I go? Where was it? Micro Center? I don't know if you have a Micro Center where you are. All right, I'm not signing in anything, right? Never allow. Okay. All right, I can close all this. All right. Um, I wonder, first of all, the graphics card. 3060 would be enough. Probably lower than this would be enough. And it's showing me like 5070s and stuff. If they just not stock the 3060s anymore. 3060s are a lot cheaper than this. All right, hold on. They got like a 3060 12 gig for like 500 and something dollars. You don't need all that though. All right. Like I think like an 8 gig. Yeah, what do you got that's 8 gig? All right. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just like right here. Then you want to make sure your board's good. So they got like different sizes of boards and stuff. Um what is it like ATX and RTX or whatever. I can't remember the exact names of it, but there's different size boards and I think all it really matters is that you get a case that fits the board size. So like I got the full size ATX board and I got a ATX case. So they fit or whatever. And I think you just gotta make sure your graphics card can fit in the case or whatever. So 3060, about 200 something bucks. Go for that. So where are we at? 200. Hold on. I gotta write this stuff down. It's like I only know how to build. I haven't gotten the all-in-ones. All right. So you got yourself the 3050 with 8 gig. That's your graphics card. That's like 230. So you want to go full. I think you get the best compatibility if you get a full size ATX board or whatever. Full uh that's called is it called ATX? ATX? Maybe just ATX. All right, $200 one. RAM slots look fine. That's where your graphics card will go right there in the middle. And you need your memory too. What's it saying? Like 200? All right, so your board. It's like 200. And then you want the memory, uh, like RAM or whatever. I got 16. I like more RAM. I think more RAM is just better. Especially if you're doing like any kind of streaming or any kind of multitasking, uh, any kind of generation that's happening. So let's say like 16 gigs of RAM, right? They got 32 right here for 90. All of them are doing 32 packages now. All right, yeah, 32 is more than enough. All right, so you got 32 gigs of RAM for about 90 bucks. Then your memory, let's see. What am I using? I'm using a Crucial, like, I would say at least 2 terabytes. Crucial 2 terabyte. Let's see what we got. Boom, Crucial P310, 2 terabyte. What's this one? 2 terabyte. Gen 3. This one's a Gen 4. A little bit more, but you'll be fine getting a Gen 3. Really doesn't matter. So, okay, that's like 119, 120 bucks right there for the memory, 2 terabyte. What else? Let's look at that board again. ATX. Yeah, ATX and micro ATX. Yeah. So when you say ATX, it should just mean the full size ATX board. Oh yeah, your processor. What am I running? A Intel uh Intel i7 10700K. Okay, where's the damn chip? Hello, processor. 14, 12. You don't need anything like that though. Where's the 10700K? See, these places, they'll just stock all the new stuff, dude. All right, here we go. 318. Dude, I built one piece. The only thing is that my dad's a CIO of a bank, so uh, he's really the only reason I know as much as I do, and he helped me build that first computer. And I just have good memory of what I got because I did a little bit of research myself. So, but yeah, like if anything, I just want you like they're selling like all the latest new stuff right here. You don't need the latest new stuff. You really don't. Oh, what else do we need? We got RAM, we got the board, need a case, ATX case. Let's see what we got here. I mean, oh, you need a power supply too. Let's duplicate the tab. Can't forget that. Now I have went through one power supply, and I got one that was a little bit beefier. So I think a power supply is another area where you may want to put a little bit more into than you think. But the case itself, I think only there's like a connector on the IO. Let me get back to let's go back to the ATX board, right? Because here's an issue I'm having with my with my case. All right, so if I just click on one, right? There's IO, there's ports on the front of the case right here, right? The bottom rightmost area. And there is a they connect via some connectors on the board, right? And those connectors are at the very top left and the middle uh and about the right where you see all those black squares. And some cases have these wires that are not always compatible with those ports. So in my case, I have two USB-A ports that work, but then the third one doesn't work, and then the USB-C one doesn't work. And I'm just like, all right, man. But what I find myself doing, and I mean it could be solved by me just buying more mouses and stuff, but I just been too lazy, honestly. But I always find myself plugging up and unplugging stuff from there. But nowadays, I think I'm going away from that and plugging up everything into the motherboard itself, which is where that big hole next to the fan is. That's the ports that are right here to the they're to the left of where that big gaming box is right there. Those are where your actual motherboard ports will be your all your USBs, all your network ports, your you'll have an HDMI or whatever, but your graphics card is going to have the display ports. So you can send it out to multiple monitors if you want, and you can do like the whole 144 hertz if you have 144 hertz monitor and get like the full advantage of that stuff or whatever. It's just way better to run your monitors straight out of the graphics card. But but yeah, so this is one where it may not go right the first time. These ports right here. They may not always connect to like the correct ports, and the ports may not always work on the case, but the motherboard ports will always work because I mean they're just hardwired in there. But yeah, I haven't had the best time with these external like IO ports right here. I mean this one looks fine. Monarch. Let's see if it says anything about the power supply. Because some power supplies may not fit in all cases. And I can't remember what like the spec for power supply size in the case is. It's our ports, cooling, power supply. No, it doesn't really say. Huh. All right, let's go back to that power supply. Let's see about the power supplies. What am I running? Am I running an 850? 850 watt? I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm going 850 watt on mine. Which more power, I mean, doesn't always mean whatever, but I'd rather have more than less, I guess. Is that Corsair one? Yeah, Corsair one. And what I don't like about my power supply, this isn't my power supply, but my power supply has the wires that are like hardwired into the case itself. Like the wires don't have a they don't have a male end to the wires. So it just has wires hanging off on them all the time. I like this though, because you can just freely take the wires on and off or whatever. Like you don't have these pre-built wires in them. And I think these power suppliers are going away from that anyway, so yeah, I mean this one looks solid. How much is that? 149. All right, so where are we at? 430, 430, 90, 19, 12, 520, 640. What the hell was $318? The 10700, was it really that much? Really? All right, hold on. There's no way that thing's that expensive. Really? Damn. All right. Hmm. I mean, I've yet to even touch the surface of like maxing out my processor. 5.1. I mean, they're all 5.1 anyway. This one's 5. Maybe a good middle ground is the KF, but hold on, these are all 10th gen. This one's a 12th gen. Is that right? 12th gen? What the heck? Overall pick too? I mean, it's a little bit slower, but I mean, like I said, I barely yet to even touch the surface. Okay, we're gonna cross that one out and do 12,700. That's a steal then. I mean, a little bit, I mean, it's 0.1 gigahertz slower. I mean, really not gonna notice. 189 for that, for the 12,700. All right, so we're at 640 plus 189. Now we're at 829. And then the case, was it the case I was just looking at? Or the power supply? Power supply. Power supply 149. That's reasonable. Now we're at 978, right? Yeah, 978. And then the case was like 70. All right. So you'll come out to like 1048. So plan on like 1200 for like a decent setup. But you'll also need like keyboard and mouse too. And then if you don't have I highly recommend just like wiring up the network cable to your router. I think that's way more work. I have a Wi-Fi card, but I never use it. I, I just never use it. I just wire up to my router and we're good to go. Yeah, hope that was helpful, Salty. I mean, that's pretty much everything. So yeah, about 1048 right there. So if your budget is like 1500, I mean, you'll get everything you need. Just need like a monitor and keyboard and mouse. You'll be set. But I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. So I will see y'all later. Thanks for chilling out for the editing sesh. I'll just do these like whenever I have video to post.